What is up, YouTube? Zuki M1 here, and I am back with a brand new YouTube video. Today we are bringing you guys another Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel video, and I am bringing you guys Time Thief, Raid Raptor, Dragon Link, I guess? I don't know how else to describe it, but essentially it's a rank 4 engine deck. Mass majority of your cards are going to be exceeds, and the mass majority of the cards that you're going to be running in the deck are going to be they're going to be level 4s, so that way you can exceed and go into your rank 4 plays. So in terms of the deck list, we are running one Phantom Knight of Ancient Cloak, Phantom Knight of Silent Boots, White Dragon, Wyvern Buster. Now in Master Duel you can run multiple copies of this card, but you really just want to stick with the one. You don't really need multiple copies of these guys, but they're okay. Raid Raptor, Singing Lanius. We got the Magna Rocket Dragon, just the one copy. 3 copies of Time Thief Winder, 1 copy of the Bezel Ship. Now there are points where I definitely want to increase the amount of Bezel Ships I have, but the 1 copy definitely does the trick. You don't want to see this in your opening hand just because you have to normal summon this, but I'll go into some combos in a little bit, but just know Bezel Ship is at its best at 1. 3 Time Thief Regulator, because this card is insane. 2 Rocket Tracers, probably one of the best cards, one of the best extenders in your deck. Then we have Raider's Wing, which is also a Phantom Knight, so don't forget that. That part is important, and it's a Raid Raptor, so it's both. Really cool. Raid Raptor Singing Lanius. I'll get into why he's important a little bit later as well. Then 3 Time Thief Adjusters, 1 Nibiru the Primal Being, and that is it for the monsters. Again, I'll get into the combos right after I finish the rest of the deck profile, so let's go ahead into the spells. We have Rank Up Magic, Shade, Soul Shade Force, Lightning Storm, 2 Chaos Spaces, 3 Quick Launches, 2 Call by the Graves, 1 Crossout Designator, 1 Phantom Knight Rank Up Magic Force, 2 of the Phantom Knight Shade Brigandines, 1 Grave Digger's Trap Hole, 1 Red Reboot, 1 Time Thief Retrograde, and 2 Phantom Knights Fog Blades. Onto the extra deck, we have Borload Savage Dragon, 2 Raid Raptor Force Strix, 1 Trap Tricks Rafflesia, 1 Time Thief Redoer, 1 Time Thief Perpetua, 1 Raider's Knight, 1 Time Thief Double Barrel, 1 Arc Dragon Arc Rebellion Exceed Dragon, 1 Cyber Dragon Infinity, 1 Divine Arsenal AA Zeus Sky Thunder. I know that was a lot. You can just say Zeus. Striker Dragon for when you have those situations with the dragons and you just need to go into a link to get a body in the grave. But again, I'll get into the combos later. I'm sorry. I'm just very excited to explain everything. Raid Raptors, White Strix, Dakar, the Dark Charmer, Gloomy, and one of the best cards in the game, Phantom Knight of Rusty Bardiche. Now, on to the combos, finally. So, you may be wondering, how the heck do I pilot this deck? It looks like an amalgamation of just garbage put together, right? Well, what if I tell you that you're able to consistently end on a board with Cyber Dragon Infinity, Rusty Bardiche, with a Phantom Knight Rank Up Magic Force, and a Fog Blade, counter trap along with a bounce on redoer. Right? That sounds impossible, and all of that starts off with just either one regulator or the ability to have a card that floats from the graveyard like Bezel Ship or Raider's Knight. So essentially the combo is this. Start of the turn, you normal summon your Time Thief regulator. You activate its effect to tribute itself. Once you tribute itself, you will special summon your Time Thief Winder and Time Thief Adjuster. Chainlink 1, your activate Time Thief Adjuster's effect to dump your Bezel Ship. Chainlink 2, your activate Winder's effect to add your counter trap. Once you've summoned both of these creatures, you're going to exceed summon and go into Raid Raptor's Force Strix, right? Once you go into the Raid Raptor's Force Strix, you're going to detach one of your exceed materials and add Singing Radiance to hand. Once you've done that, you're going to use the Bezel Ship effect from grave to detach from the Force Strix and have 3 monsters on field. So you should have Singing Radiance, Force Strix, and Bezel Ship on the field. You're going to use your Singing Radiance and your Force Strix to go into Y Strix. Y Strix will use its effect to bring out your Raider's Wing, and then you're going to use Bezel Ship and Raider's Wing to go into another Force Strix. Now this is very important because your combo cannot happen without doing those steps that I mentioned before. The combo is very strict. So again, it starts off with regulator. You use both of these effects to dump the Bezel Ship and add the counter trap. Once you've done that, you need to go into your first Force Strix, get this guy, then bring this back from the grave. Once you bring this back from the grave and has this on field, you link 2 to go into Y Strix. Then you're going to link this and this together to go into another one. Once you go into your second one, you are going to detach your Raider's Wing. Again, the Raider's Wing, not the Bezel Ship, because the Raider Ring will be able to activate its effect from grave to detach an exceed material from one of your face-up exceed monsters to special summon itself from the grave still. So if you need an extra body on board, you can still do that. Then once you activate your Force Strix effect, you're gonna add a Singing Radiance to hand. That's gonna trigger your Y Strix. Your Y Strix effect is going to set your shade, your Soul Shade Force, right? You're gonna activate this to bring back the other Force Strix that you used earlier. Then you're going to exceed summon into Cyber Dragon Infinity. Once you go into your Cyber Dragon Infinity, you're then going to special summon your Strange Lanius and then bring back your Singing Lanius and then use Raider's Wing effect to detach a material from your Force Strix. Right now, all of your monster slots should be filled, so you should have 5 monsters on board and 1 in the extra monster zone. You're going to use your Y Strix and your Force Strix together to go into Rusty Bardiche. Once you go into Rusty Bardiche, you're going to use his effect to dump your Silent Boots to the grave. That's going to set your trap, your Shade Force. Then you're going to activate the Shade Force and exceed summon with your Raider's Wing and this guy to go into Redoer, right? Once you go into Redoer, try to make sure that your arrows that is connected to your Rusty Bardiche is not occupied, because you're going to need that if you want to go for your Arc Rebellion pop play with the Rusty Bardiche. But once you've gone into your Redoer, you're going to then use the other 2 monsters on the board to go into a Perpetua. Then you're going to use Perpetua's effect to attach one of your Time Thief monsters to your Cyber Dragon Infinity, because her effect is to attach a face-up Exceed monster. She doesn't specify which one. Once you've attached your Exceed material to your Cyber Dragon Infinity, you're going to use Silent Boots effect to banish himself from the grave, and then add a fog blade to hand. So essentially, your end board should be with the fog blade, the counter trap, your Omni Negate, a bounce, a monster interruption with your bezel ship because you're going to bring it back during your opponent's standby phase with the Perpetua, and if you're lucky, you can use your quick launch to activate, pop your Rusty Bardiche if you don't want to go for the Rusty Bardiche play, bring out your Magna Rocket, synchro for 8, and then go into a Borload Savage to have a double Omni Negate. So that's the whole thing, and again, all of that was possible off of just this one card, right? You still have 4 other cards in hand, so whatever those other 4 cards is just added advantage essentially. But that's the deck. I know it was a lot. Just explaining some of the extra deck choices in case you're confused. Zeus is for essentially anytime you have to grind in this deck. Redoer is able to get a ton of material even if he sits on the board for at least like 2 turns. So once you attack with him and go into a Zeus play, you'll have at least like 2 to 3 different Zeus detaches, which is extremely strong if you already know how strong of a creature Zeus is. The Striker Dragon is for, again, if you have one of these guys on the field and you only have those 2 as level 4 monsters, you can summon one. So let's say you had Chaos Space, you send one to add one, then banish to special summon one. You can link one, go into this guy, bring out the other one, then from that point you can banish the Chaos Space from grave, put that one to the bottom of the deck, draw a card, and then link 2 to go into this guy to bring back a dark monster from your opponent's graveyard. So the deck has a lot of different options and a lot of versatility. The Trap Trick Rafflesia is if you're scared of Nibiru, because this deck does lose very hard to Nibiru. So if you're scared of Nibiru, the Cross-Arc Designator is there, and so is the the Trap Trick Rafflesia. Her effect is going to send the Grave Digger's trap hole to the grave, and then allow you to be able to just go with your plays. So it's a very consistent deck, very strong. Doesn't break too often, but it does happen occasionally. If you like, you can make it a 60 card deck and put in just like more extenders into your deck essentially, so you can play through a lot more hand traps. But that's essentially all I would do with the deck. Again, the red reboot is there for like L-Lich, because this is Master Duel, so you're gonna bump into a lot of L-Lich players. And yeah, that's pretty much the whole deck. This guy is a win con right here, the Arc Rebellion Dragon. I just wanted to make sure you know about this, because turn 2, if your opponent has a big board but they don't have any negates, you can go into Raider's Knight, activate Raider's Knight effect to detach the material, and then go into Arc Rebellion Dragon, activate Arc Rebellion Dragon's effect to detach another material, and then gain the attack of all face-up monsters on the field except himself, and then just swing for game. More than likely, if they got a big board, that's normally game, because he has swing for like 16 to 18,000 damage. He can get really big. So if they don't lose to the Omni Negate, you can just go for an Arc Rebellion play the next turn. Anywhoosies, we're gonna go ahead and get into some matches. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and I will see you guys in just a few. Alright, so we got the first match here. We're gonna be going up against a dude named Lewinton. But yeah, you know, I got the book because I got the hard reads. You feel me? Alright, we got, oh my god, this hand is crazy. Okay, summon Time Thief Regulator. Activate Time Thief Regulator's effect. Response. Cool. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Then we're gonna go Chain Link 1. then chain link 2. Just like I explained to you in the first half of the video. We're gonna add the counter trap, and we're gonna dump bezel ship. Then we're going to special summon and go into Raider Force Strix. Then we're going to use Force Strix effect. We're going to detach. And we're going to add this guy to hand. Now, because my hand is so diverse, I could actually even go for the winder in my hand, but I'm not going to because I don't need to. And because I have the cross-act designator in hand, I'm not going to go for the Reflager play. Alright, so we're going to special summon Singing Lanius. And then we're going to exceed 2. And go into White Strix. And the reason why you have to use these two is because it need a Dark Wing Beast, and both of those are Dark Wing Beasts. Alright, White Strix effect. Bring forth my Raider's Wing. Then we're going to overlay and go into another Force Strix, just like I mentioned. And because I know the combo already, as you can see, I'm just like shredding through this this time frame right now. We're gonna detach the Raider's Wing, like I mentioned, and we're gonna add Strange. And we're gonna set Shade, and we're gonna activate Shade. And we're gonna go into Cyber Dragon Infinity. Alright, now we are trapped into darks, but that's fine. Summon. Activate effect. Bring this guy back. And then we are going to activate this guy's effect. Detaching this. Going into that. Then we're going to link 3, going into Rusty Bardiche 1 and 2. Yes. Then we're going to use Rusty's effect. And we're going to dump Silent. And we're going to set the trap like I mentioned. And we're going to wait. Activate. I almost made a mistake. That's the one thing I don't like about Master Duel. When you commit to something, you have to see it all the way through. Alright, 1 and 2. There's a redoer, like I mentioned. And we're gonna go Perpetua into 1 and 2. And then we're gonna use her effect. Attach. Let's go ahead and put another regulator on here. And we're going to activate his effect from grave. Add the Fog Blade. And we're going to set, and set. Turn. Okay. Let's see if he can break this. We got an Omni negate, a Spell and Trap card negate, a bounce, and I'm going to take the top card of his deck. So let's go ahead and do this. And do this. So we're going to attach another card to him. Gonna add the adjuster. Take a card. Ooh, it was a spell card too. That's nice. I'm gonna use her effect. Detaching this. And bringing back Bezel Ship so we can have some interaction with their graveyard. Just in case something important goes there. Alright, it's their turn. So we got a bounce, an untargeting bounce. We have the Omni negate, a spell and trap card negate, another interaction with the graveyard, a way to be able to stop another hand trap depending on which one it is, and a monster negate. So let's see. But if you guys enjoying the deck, make sure to hit the like and you know, throw your boy a subarino. I appreciate it. And let me know that I should be uploading more Yugi content for you guys. I think my opponent is... Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this is an Exodia deck. Okay. Interesting. An Exodia deck. That's why the top card was a spell card. Well, it could be like a spell OTK deck where you try to burn your opponent based on how many spells you have. Interesting. Yeah, that's fine. You can equip it. You equip it to my monster and you activate Golden Bamboo Sword. I'll negate that. And I will attach. We're gonna bounce. I'm gonna give you that back. I'm gonna send that to grave. And I'm gonna bounce that shit like whoa. Yep. And we still have more interactions, as you guys saw. On to the next match. Alright, so we are on to the next match. Not sure what my opponent is playing. Looks like I will not be going first. So let's just see if we can play. Oh, what? He wanted me to go first. Interesting. Does he play Dark Willow no more, maybe? Maybe. Let's go Chaos Space. This is a very unique hand, to be honest. So we can go Chaos Space, and I think we want to dump the adjuster here. Yeah, so let's go Chaos Space, see what he has. We're going to dump the adjuster. See if there's any response. No response. We're going to add Wyvern Buster. Then we're going to summon the Wyvern Buster. And then we're going to normal summon an activated effect. We're going to grab the counter trap. Then we're going to go into Forstrix. Now this is very risky because I don't have any way to protect myself, so this could backfire very heavily. But I don't know. I'm kind of crazy, so let's go ahead and add this guy. Then activate this. Bring out this. Now that's my last extender, so if he has Nibiru, I'm cooked. But as all of my good friends always say, you gotta show me potato salad, big dog. You gotta show me you got it. Because if you don't, I'm gonna do what I'm doing right now. It doesn't look like he got it. I'm not sure yet though. Now, as you can see, I didn't go in the combo exactly how I would have wanted to, per se, but I still managed to have the combo. So you essentially need 3 level 4s. That's why you really want those creatures that can bring themselves back from the graveyards, because it's like having multiple copies of level 4s. Alright, now if he has the Nibiru, it doesn't even matter because we can just negate it. Cool. Bring him out. Activate the effect. Nope. Bring this out. Activate effect. But as you can see, it's still consistent enough to be able to get the combo, even though it wasn't the way that I normally like to go about doing it. Alright, we're going to link 3, 1, 2, then we're going to activate his vet. And then him. Just like this. Activating this. Go 1 and 2. You could also go double barrel if you really wanted to, and if you couldn't afford the like a redoer, because he's a UR. But I mean, you see my profile picture. You know how the fuck we rocking out here, for sure, for sure. Alright. And we're gonna activate our effect. And we're gonna put the bezel ship on him. And you pretty much know why we're gonna put the bezel ship on him, just so we can have a floater for the following turn. Then we're gonna use his effect, Grave Banish. And we're gonna add this. And we're gonna set. And set. And set. And pass turn. Now, as you saw, I did not go in the traditional way, but I still managed to get full combo. Alright, stand by phase. Chain. shoot. Okay. Ooh. Is that a spell card? It is. Then we're gonna use your effect. Attaching this to bring forth you. Then use your effect to add this lady. Now the following turn, if I can, I'm going to go into double barrel just for the time thief sake of things. You know what I mean? Triple time thief. Lightning storm. Oh no. Alright, let's activate his effect on the end phase. Detach. Nope. And draw. Draw. Oh, lightning storm. Nice. Standby phase. Let me hold something real quick. Let me hold something. Oh, it was a dragon made that. Damn. Really unfortunate, huh? Now we're gonna go into my boy. Double barrel! Rusty. And he goes pop it, pop, pop it, pop, 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 pop it, David, pop, 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 pop. All right. Let's only hit him with the time thief monsters. Well, let's just hit him with all exceed monsters. This should kill him. So 27 to the face. Then 22. Then 19. So yeah, I was right. All the time thief monsters will kill him. And I'll finish him off with my ace monster! Time thief redoer! Finish the game! Sorry for being extra. I can't believe that guy let me go second. I mean, go first. Boy, you do not want my deck to go first, as you can clearly see. Any Uzis, on to the next match. Alright, we are back with another duel for you guys. Let's see how this one goes. We are going to go first, of course, because that is what my deck wants to do more than anything else. Let's see how this one goes. So open it up. Ooh, it's a rough one. It is definitely a rough one. Well, now we can show you guys what we do when we do not draw optimal. So we're gonna activate quick launch. If he has the ash, we have the call by. We're gonna bring out Rocket Tracer. I'm gonna set this and activate. And we're gonna go into Redoer. And believe it or not, we actually do have a pretty decent hand here. I mean, it's not nothing like the other two games, but essentially what I can do with this one is I still have a bounce. I have a way to interact with his hand and graveyard, and I also have a way to banish a card from the graveyard. So if I'm going against Despia, I have a way to do a couple different things. I'm going to activate his standby effect and take the top card of your deck. What are we playing against? Oh wow, another Dragon Maid deck. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So actually, I don't really have to overextend here. He sets one. Is he gonna pass turn? No, he goes chamber. So chamber effect. He's gonna add the spell and trap card from his deck to his hand. I'm actually going to bounce that. We're going to detach this. We're going to bounce that back to the top of your deck. You get to add. But when you add, you're going to shuffle your dragon, your chamber back into your deck. So that's not an awful situation. Oh, never mind. I guess the bounce was good enough for me. Well, there you guys have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video today. This is one of my personal favorite. I've climbed to diamond. Whoa, sorry. I've climbed to high plat with this deck quite a few different times. As you can see, it has a very consistent board presence. It's able to do quite a bit. And even when it bricks, you still can do something with it. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit me with a like and or the subarino, but only if you like the video. If you didn't like the video, then leave a comment saying your video sucked and this is why it sucked. At least give me some type of constructive criticism. But anywhoosies, hope you guys have a great morning, great evening, great afternoon, and great night. But this has been Zuki M1, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Peace.